Hi, so today I'm going to show you how you could add radial symmetry to a record. I cannot believe I have to say what this is to clarify for anybody who doesn't know, but this is how you used to listen to music. It would spin around and then the grooves that you can't really see very well would play the music. So if you would like to paint on a record, you can, but you only have one record. You cannot have a second one because there aren't enough. And you will need to put your name and your class and grade on the back of your record. And then it'll have to, of course, be turned in. So I want to show you two different ways where you can add these type of decorations. One is with puffy paint, which is permanent and you must have a paint shirt on. Puffy paint was really popular in the 80s. Can you see this lovely picture? That is a child of the 80s. That is exactly how I dressed. Okay, so you are going to be using this, but puffy paint is amazing. It's also a huge burden because it rarely works. So every man for himself. You will need a magazine sheet to test. Also, you might need a pin. Now, these pins could clearly get lost very easily, so you need to be really responsible. If you are not the most responsible, then maybe this is not the project for you. So, I like to try to make sure these bad boys are open. Test it on the towel. Oh my gosh, do I hope this works? Okay. The saddest little puff paint ever, but you can make decorations on your piece. All right, and if you wait for it to dry, then you can even, not today, you can even go back and add pieces on top, sort of like the artist that we saw. I'm squeezing very hard to get this out. Ugh. Now I feel like I have to finish it. Nah, you probably don't want to watch me finish it. Okay, so you could add pieces like this, and again, it's 3D, so that part is really cool. When they dry, I can even hang them up for you so they're displayed in a really neat way. If you do not want to puff paint because you don't want to risk getting stuff on your clothes, you don't want to deal with the fact that it is a nightmare to squeeze out, but you do like this project, you could do it with just the regular tempera paint. So in this case, you'll still need the magazine. Remember, you can only have 3 colors maximum on your piece. And you take your piece to your table and the color comes to you, you put the color away. Anyway, to do this, you're going to need a paintbrush, of course, but you're going to be using the back of the paintbrush, not the bristles. And you just dip it, and then again, you could make some kind of pattern. Now, you might be thinking, why don't we just paint on it? And the reason is, if you just regular paint on these, when the paint dries, it will flake off because you're painting on plastic doesn't really work well. Plus, maybe you can see here, I did try that. I painted a line of pink and that's what it looks like. It looks terrible. So dots are the way to go. But again, if you just, it's kind of meditative. You spend a lot of time and you work on it for a few days, then it's going to turn out well. You might have to pause another art project if you would like to do the puffy paint because it is only here for a few days. It will disappear. And being that this is the year of the COVID, if you would like to puffy paint a cloth, not one of the paper throwawayable masks, then that might be a really cool idea. But of course, ask permission and not the one that you're wearing, obviously. All right, let's get started. Happy arting!